Hi, my name is Ajay Kumar Rath. I am the founder and CEO of Leale.ai, and I will walk you through the stuff that we have created and how we believe that we can revolutionize the AI ethics, a subject that has been talked about so much in the world right now. So, the big problem is that currently the AI is fragmented. Yes, right now there is no trust on AI that whether how AI is working, the LLM models that we have built, how have we built them, what is in it, how did they get to know that about more humans, that they are more that the systems that we are currently using are as claiming that they are more smarter than humans, and how all the privacy, the data that we are currently publishing or writing it down on an AI application, how that AI, that information is being taken care of by our current systems. So that is something that has been around for a while now, and eventually the governments and other organizations are trying to take up those initiatives, stating that hey, we need to take control of our systems. But then becomes a narrative stating that people are thinking that if government takes narrative of those systems, then what are we gonna do? So me as a founder, as a person, as a human being, believes that a system is a reflection of humans. We vote in a system believing that we are selecting the right candidate and he's going to take care of us. So this is where me sitting here in America can talk openly about a AI application which is ethical, because we are a real democratic country. So our solution that we decided to build on is nothing but a pure machine learning magic equation that has been there for a while now, which is F is equal to W plus bias into learning rate. W, which stands for the current context that you guys will be looking at when you watch at this video, and the bias is the learning of your life that you have had throughout your course of life that you have obtained and stored in your brain. And then you are going to use that bias to understand the current context using your learning rate. So that is the equation of F is equal to W plus bias into learning rate. Now, using the same equation can take in inputs like multiple languages, multiple sources of sense organs like eyes, ears, mouth, how as a human I understand my current environment, and all that information that we secure in goes and gets stored into our head. And then we apply that information to understand the current context. So that's how, as a human, we work. So, using the same equation, we can use this to create not just a single user system, but a multi-user or a multi-user with hierarchy system. So, for example, a multi-user system, I will give out an example where me and my wife are working together towards getting a goal of having a big house. Me and her have our own traits, which is stored in a form of state in our head. So let's say there is an AI system which has the access to our current mind and state, and knows that okay, I bring them certain traits and she brings them certain traits, and our common goal is to build a house where we can live happily. This is where, looking at our own personal reflections, the AI can guide us that hey, this is what you should be doing towards building your goal together. The third system which I'm talking about is a context. It's a multi-user hierarchy system. That's how organizations work. If I am an employee of an organization and there are people who are above me and there are or peers who are at my level, and then I have juniors under me, how do I process it? I know the hierarchy of my organization. I know that I have to keep my peers happy, and the most important aspect is to keep my boss happy, who is actually running the company. And then on top of that, I need to take care of my juniors as well. But in this hierarchy system, I know that I have to obey to my elders, which is nothing but my boss, be respectful to my peers, and be friendly with my colleague, with my juniors. So here also we can assign weights into our equation, and using that weights we can create a multi-user agent system as well. So the same equation, F is equal to W plus bias into learning rate, solves the problem of not just a single user system, but a single user, multi-user, as well as a multi-user with hierarchy system. So this is where AI can come out as a friend and can help us out as a human being, that okay, if you are building a certain stuff, this is how AI can help you out as well. Reason why this is the perfect storm of AI innovation, why I'm talking about this stuff right now, is because currently the systems that we have are pretty awesome, pretty good, but they are passive. They only react when you ping to them, but they are not a recommender system. They have to become a recommender system. If I'm feeling low on a day and my certain aspects of my life are not correct and my AI is figuring out that okay, hey, his finances are low, his food in the fridge is going down, and he has a game coming up which he likes to watch. What value will that AI application do? He will scan through all these traits that I have and then recommend a course of action stating that hey, I know you are running low on your supplies. I know you are running low on your money, but then I know you like to enjoy watching that game. So, looking at my groceries, looking at my budget, my AI application will suggest the game is at this time. This is the groceries that you have at your fridge, and you can make a food for yourself and you can enjoy the game. So the objective of AI is not here to be a reflection of me, because if AI is a reflection of me, then he will never be able to reinforce anything in my life. And I want my AI to be a positive reinforcer, not a reflection of me. So when I am down and out, I want my AI to be a friend rather than being my reflection. So if I become passive in my life and AI also becomes passive in my life, then what value is that AI application trying to add into my life? It's adding nothing. So my goal is not to create an application which is trying to be a reflection of me, but rather being a positive reinforcer who is setting the goal for humans to go big. Now the product snapshot. Now while creating the AI framework, which suffices three things: the brain, the memory, and your hands. So, and that means your applications, your hand and everything is your application. So, brain processes the information, stores it in your head, and then you use that information to do movements in your body. So, how do you trigger movements in your body? Is nothing but a signal that is sent out through brain using your memory and asking you that hey, this time you need to move this hand and say hi to the people who are going to look at this video. So it's an orchestration of three things in our life. And in terms of AI, it is the brain, the memory, and the security layer. Without security, AI can go berserk. And the fourth element that AI needs is live ethical awareness learning engine, which is nothing but Leale. Leale, when we were building our patent applications, when I was building my patent applications, Leale was a blessing which came out in form of an abbreviation as a quote, live ethical awareness learning engine, and it came out as Leale. And Leale in Italian, or Leal, they say, means trust or loyal. And since the first framework was done, we knew that the current setup that we have as humans is a log format system that we are currently using. What's the objective of storing all the logs that I'm trying to speak in this video? You are not going to remember any of that. What you try to do is you try to understand the summary of it, which is nothing but a vector cluster. All the logs that I'm talking about in this video is of no use until unless you don't summarize it in a format. So your opinions or your biasness is nothing but which makes you a vector. So for example, God is God is present or not present is a magnitude, and your belief in it makes you a vector. If you believe God is there, you are a positive vector for that magnitude or that question. And if you don't believe in God, then you become a negative vector of that magnitude. So that's how I believe that our whole framework that we have been talking about needed a vector memory to summarize the logs that we created and store it in a vector format. That's how, as humans, we process information as well. Your cache that you have in your head doesn't store logs, it stores vectors, it stores clusters of vectors in your information. You will try to understand the summary of this whole slide rather than remembering each and every word that I was trying to speak. Market opportunity. So, as we stand, I am recording this video right now. I believe current American economy has $3 trillion to get invested into AI. And I believe with our universal framework that we have created, we can touch each and every component of the business that we have in America at this point of time. America, being the research and development capital of the world, knows that automation is needed, but not at the cost of losing people. It is because if we lose people, AI can't run the show, because AI needs validation, and the real validators are the real humans. It's us. So if you believe in what I'm trying to say, then you are a positive vector. If you don't believe in me, you are a negative vector, because at the end of the day, the classification is what you do in your life. It's 0 or 1. Whether you trust in me or whether you don't trust in me. Because if there is confusion, I will map it down to 0 because you don't trust in me. So the clarity of work that we want to put in over here is for to improve humanity in a way that America has always imagined, putting American citizens first and then the systems behind it. Because without humans, AI would have never existed, because it is artificial intelligence and real intelligence is us. Now, since I walked you guys through the equations and the multi-user, single user, multi-user or multi-user with hierarchy systems can be built, I'm talking about building products which can be built on these lines. So I propose that we can build B2C products directly supporting to the customer, and we can build B2B products. So imagine if you guys love football or you guys love soccer, and imagine your coach has an assistant who is AI assistant who is monitoring his player traits with their consent, that okay, as an organization the players have agreed to join a AI pool where they are ready to share their traits with us. And imagine your best player has having a rough day for a while, and he comes to your dressing room. You being a human being, you don't know, but you like to put him on the chip because he is one of the best guys in your team, so you want him to be on your table. But on reality, he has been having rough nights for past 2 or 3 days. That's where the AI can monitor his traits and let the coach know. Is like, hey coach, he's not going through rough. He's going through a rough patch. Where without even interacting with your own player, the coach will know that he needs to lend out an helping hand to the player, and then he can give opportunity to a new upcoming star. So this is what we have done. We have filed our patents. We are working with Founders Legal to take care of it. And competitive advantage, this is a patented framework that we have, and we have IP defensibility to it as well. And you guys, if you want to contact Founders Legal for more information, they can let you know exactly how this whole journey has carried out. This is the links for us. It's me and my legal partner Kevin Bastuba, who has worked on my papers, and we are about to file our non-provisional patent as well. So I am requesting for $1 million from the investors to start my venture, because I need engineers to work on my product. We do have product plans. We do have a proof of concept running on my computer, which I will share as well. But then at the end of the day, the business doesn't run out dreams or commitments. It needs the real people to work behind the scenes to get it going. So that's why I am recording this video, not just on my behalf, but for the people who will work for me. And I want to take care of not just my own family, but I want to take care of other families as well. Hope so you guys liked my video, and I hope so that we make sense to you, and I look forward to contact you guys soon. Thank you guys.